Hello, Laura here with the Psychic Soul Healing channel, I should say. Welcome if you're new to visiting this channel. I strictly do soul healings. So I will tell you about, your twin flame and soulmate and all that fun stuff and what is going to transpire for each zodiac, like every other channel. But I like to focus on the soul wounds, the karmic blocks, the karmic themes, the karmic contracts that are affecting your relationships, that are affecting the overall energy within your everyday life. The reason why is because, again, it's a healing channel, and healing is done through integration of the spiritual lesson. We see the spiritual block, and then we have to do something different. Integrating the spiritual lesson just means doing something different that you're going to get a different outcome from. So that's really important. I like to say that because a lot of times we wind up in soul relationships that just logically don't make sense. We want to stay with people that hurt us. That half the time we hate the person, or we feel like we hate the person, but we love the person. So there's a lot of emotions there. It's any situation that makes us feel emotional, and more on a negative way, more from a negative way. I'm meaning to say, like, if I'm like being triggered to continually be fearful when I'm in a relationship, the relationship isn't a good one. If every time I have to go out and make money and I get triggered again because I don't really believe I can have it, and it creates a lot of anxiety for me, well, again, then we know we have a spiritual block, and the spiritual block needs to be integrated. Otherwise, that energy stays with us, and we again attract things to us that have the same vibrational energy, and we again don't realize that we're unconsciously bringing it to us, and will keep happening as a karmic theme. And when we live out karmic themes over and over and over again, the block becomes harder to heal. The block becomes harder to integrate because, again, it became a neurological pathway within your mind on one level. The body and mind work together. So you unconsciously conditioned yourself to believe and to act a certain way. So relationships could be really difficult for you. I'm feeling for a lot of people. Now, I wanted to do, before I even jump in, and I feel like I'm already channeling, but I wanted to say again, if you're new to the channel, anything that you need to know about me or the channel, you can find in the description box down below. If you resonate with this, hit a like, comment, share, do all that fun stuff. Subscribe and say the magic word healer. Again, write it in the comment bar, and you can be chosen to get a free psychic reading from me. Anything you need to know about how to book a personal reading is again in that description box down below. I just wanted to again say that to you all. And what else did I want to say? Not really even sure. It'll come back to me. All right. So let's see. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Energies of fluids, roles may be reversed, flip it, switch it, interpret the message as it best resonates for you. Understand this video is going to be for my Cancer. Tonight I'm going to do all my water signs. So Cancer is going to be the first zodiac out of this evening. And we're going to pull first from my Psychic Soul Healing Oracle deck to look at the karmic themes, which again, unstructured. I never liked that, unstructured, because it means like that usually someone's in a relationship that's unstructured, that they don't know what they're doing. Unstructured usually means that, meaning I'm like winging it. And the problem is that if we have traumas and we don't know, then our mind continually goes to what we're afraid of instead of what's really happening. A lot of people that have suffered from trauma are paranoid. So it's, again, the word unstructured just kind of triggered me right away. But we'll have to see what's next to it. Promethean fire. Now, Promethean fire is again that emotion, that passion. So I would say again, an unstructured relationship or an unstructured, even if some of you Cancers are trying to create your, again, manifest your passion. And that might be, some of you are trying to become influencers. Some of you are trying to become musicians. Some of you are trying to become artists. Some of you are trying to become entrepreneurs. Again, whatever the passion is, what you love to do, where you lose yourself, your time, your energy, your focus, and your money. That's your passion for life. And so when I see unstructured, then again, it's actually could be very intuitive, and which is positive because it's the spirit's way of manifesting through our intuition. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Understand, when we manifest, it's a co-creation process, and it's a really right brain process, which is I just do what I love, and I'm doing what I feel and what I intuitively am called to, and I'm interacting with that. So again, the unstructured Promethean fire could be that, or it could be, again, a negative relationship, kind of, or no, I don't even want to say a negative relationship, a relationship without any structure. But if a person has traumas, that's going to trigger. So that's going to create problems. And this message could also be someone is in an unstructured relationship that triggers them a lot emotionally. And so they're putting their energy into their passions to, again, take their mind off that, which is the best way to create balance, by the way. If you're in a relationship with someone that you're crazy about, but they trigger you constantly, is to put your mind to the things that you love. Invest your time in your passions. That will counteract that energy, because your choice of focus is your greatest tool when you're trying to train someone on how you want to be treated and when you want to heal yourself, because you have to see a different perception of your situation. And that only happens through doing something different, as I said. So again, a karmic theme here could be, I wind up being with a person that I'm crazy about, but they never want a commitment. They never want to, I never feel like I have a partner. I never feel like they're emotionally capable, that they have an intimacy problem. And so I always feel kind of alone in my relationship, because again, it's a one-sided relationship, though I know this person loves me. And they do. It's again, fear due to past relationships will cause this. It's like, I'm really passionate about the person, but I have trust issues, so I'm going to keep it really unstructured. I'm going to keep it very non-committal. And that is a trigger. Again, that would create Promethean fire in a way that, again, stirred the energy up inside of me, and I would be crazy. So you can take that energy that way too, but again, to counteract it is through your passions and self-obsession. So again, this automatically tells me, again, an unstructured, passionate relationship makes someone very insecure, because they're become self-obsessed with, do I look good enough? Am I enough? Did I say something wrong? Are you okay? More concerned again about their person than themselves. And this is how we abandon ourselves. So already this is a karmic relationship. That's what that's telling me right off the bat. Right off the bat, light, but upside down. So you might have thought that this person was a soulmate, twin flame, Cancer, but I have a feeling that they were a trauma bond, or again, just a karmic mate. A karmic mate is just someone that comes into our life to teach us a spiritual lesson. And when it stays too long, because we want it to stay long, because we can feel that connection, we feel like that person feels like home, because there's a soul recognition, so they actually do. They were supposed to come into your life for you to learn a lesson. But when I see light upside down, it's a lesson that's going to create pain. It's a lesson that is going to make you not and feel good. And the reason why is, if the whole time we're in a relationship worried that the person isn't going to commit to us, and they make us feel insecure, or they're triggering us to be insecure, I should say, then we are not going to be in the light. We're going to be like holding a more negative energy, fearful, again, spirit descending upside down. And also it can affect Cancer, your creating. Again, spirit descending is again when the spirit part of self, which is the God part of self, extends outward, and that's through our passion, and that's a grounding experience. And so if I'm losing myself in my passion, and then what happens is that my spirit is what's leading me, and it's leading me through my gut intuition, inner knowing, right? It's also being able to observe what and who is supposed to be in my life. But if I'm absorbed in an unstructured relationship because I don't really know what's going on, then I'm not really going to be in the moment, in the now, and so I can't take advantage of what comes to me. I might not even be myself or be able to perform if I do have an opportunity to. It's again because my mind can't be in two places at one time. So if I'm in a relationship that's unstructured and makes me feel imbalanced, then again, I'm abandoning myself. And understand, if you're abandoning yourself, Cancer, you will be abandoned by the person that you are putting so much time and effort into, because they're not honoring it. And that's the vibe here. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you. People love from that level of consciousness. People need to be taught a lot of times. So again, if you feel that soul recognition and say, I know that this person does care, it's just this is what it looks like, then I'm telling you, lose yourself in yourself. If that person's your person, they will come after you. No, in fact. No, in fact. Unconditional love can't be broken, can't be manipulated, there's no ownership, there's no expectation. It just is. Soulmates are all about that. So again, if you feel like this person is that person, which I feel like for some of you it is, and some of you it isn't. Unfortunately, this is a general reading. So you need to interpret this message as it best resonates for you. But either way, Cancer, either way, you got to lose yourself in yourself. Otherwise, you're never going to get what you want, ever. Because understand, even if this person doesn't give it, you become the magnet of who and what you want to come into your life. And that's the thing. Sometimes our consciousness is, no, I want this person, but the person keeps hurting us and hurting us because they're not really giving us what we want. And then what winds up happening is we lose ourselves. But if you lose yourself in your passion, right, you become the energy of passion, you attract someone that's more in alignment with you, but you didn't have that perception before. That's why you're like, sometimes when you date a person and then you look back on that person years later, you said, why did I even like that person? I must have had a screw loose. That person's crazy. Or what was I thinking? It's like same thing sometimes when we pick out an outfit. You look back at outfits that you wore or hairstyles and you said, what was I thinking? Well, again, perception changes due to what is going on in the environment. But one thing that will not is when you're co-creating with God through your passions and you let this spirit descend, then you'll be in the light, okay? You will be in the light if you let that spirit descend and you, again, channel your passion into your purpose, again, into that. Then you will not be self-absorbed, and that will teach the person that you're with, it will command them that you are not bendable, that you will not, that it will command them to respect you. Because you're not abandoning yourself. And unconditional love is unconditional love. That person might not like it, but you can't manipulate it. So they'll be like, oh, I don't like it. But the same way that you're like, when they're not giving you what you want, that commitment, you're like, yeah, I don't like, but I still like them. Again, you're changing the tables around. Then that's one spiritual message right there. You guys, that's a healing message. For the collective is really what I'm feeling. But Cancer, the video is intended for Cancer, but I feel like collectively that is also a message. So here we have the Three of Cups celebration. And that's a gathering a time that I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are going to be networking for your again, the whatever you're passionate about, you're getting out more and you're meeting new people. Knight of Wands reversed, because the person that you're connected to, Cancer, you're not really seeing any movement from them. The Knight of Wands usually is somebody that has a breakthrough. I feel like your person, Cancer, is refusing to listen to their intuition. So this is, again, it was an unstructured relationship, and I feel like if you're, again, self-absorbed and like crazy about it, is because you and your person are not together. There were promises that you would be, but the person that, again, is not moving forward. Delays, again, Ace of Pentacles, because I feel like, again, they feel like there's not the opportunity. They're kind of like delaying it. I feel like they're waiting for, actually, for the perfect opportunity to come towards you. So again, maybe they're getting out of a divorce. I feel like some of them are leaving a connection. Some of them are having money problems, I'm feeling also, because when I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles and it's reversed, it's an opportunity, and it's an opportunity that's in the form of something tangible, like money or a home, or where it's, again, something that made them feel stable. And I feel like they're not stable. So they're waiting to come towards you, but they know that they are coming towards you, if that makes sense. And there, it's, again, the healer that is the Hierophant. So this person is intuitively being told to come. They know, they feel connected to you. They feel like there's a higher purpose to your relationship, because I also feel like your person has tried to leave this connection several times, but there's a lot of contemplation. There's a lot of, your person is thinking and thinking and thinking, and I don't really feel like they're taking any action. No, because it's like the Queen of Swords reversed. So there's also someone in their environment that is watching them. The person is thinking a lot because of this person that they're with. I feel like they're continually projecting. And so the Queen of Wands, of Swords rather, isn't always a woman. Just because we see queen or king, it doesn't matter what the gender is. There is no gender in tarot. So it's someone that's in your person's environment, is very overbearing, doesn't allow them to have their own identity. And I also feel like they hold all the money, that they're holding all the money, or there isn't this opportunity, but your person is making or has made an opportunity for themselves to get out of their situation. However, they, like, it's, again, it's on hold. There's delays, and I feel like for some it's just family business. For some, they're not really sure. It's, again, there's a lot of confusion. 7 of Cups, and that's direct, like trying to take care of too many things at one time. I feel like something always comes up before they can come back. Yeah, Knight of Swords, like reversed. So again, they do plan on coming, but the Knight of Swords is usually rushing in. That's usually what it means. And I just feel like this person is delaying, 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 and it's because they have so much confusion around them due to the ending of a relationship, due to finances, due to waiting on something tangible, whether it's, again, a home or money, in order to move them forward. Sorry about that. And 10 of Swords. So it's, again, that they also are digesting. I feel like they're digesting a lot about their like what has transpired in their life. Like I said, I feel like a relationship has ended, and it was a very painful ending. And now they have a lot of other things to take care of, like to divide money. I feel like they had combined families for some of you. I feel like there's just a lot of confusion on what to do first. And I also feel like your person feels like there's a lot of hurt and pain that they're going to have to deal with you too, Cancer, to be honest with you. That is really what I'm feeling. I want to get some personal messages here to actually see what your person has to say, because this is just cut and dry that there's not much movement, but your person is thinking a lot about you, Cancer. It's just, I feel like they're really bombarded with what's going on in their environment, and mainly because of some overpowering energy person that's in their environment. And it's, again, it could have been a real painful ending of this relationship. And I just feel like there's a lot of fear around the energy too, around what this person should do. So let's see. No. I don't exactly know what that's for. No. Is that your person going to come towards you soon? I would say with this energy, not right now. Is your person mad at you? No, I'm not feeling like they're mad at you. I feel like they feel you're mad at them and that they don't really know how to handle their emotions. I am focused on myself right now because I need healing. And that's what I keep saying. Like, there's a lot of confusion there. There was a painful ending, that there's a lot of emotions that this person is having, and they don't really know how to process them. So they're not coming to you because they don't really know how to deal with their emotions. And so you probably take it personally. I am not over my ex. So it's, again, this ending that happened that I said is painful. I feel like they're codependent. I feel like they don't know what they feel. There's a confusion. And the reason why is because this person has been with their person for 20 years, but they've been with them unhappily. And so they're codependent on each other. And it's become this trauma bond, like, type of relationship. And the reason why is because your person goes out and cheats while the other person stays home, or if it's not your person, it's the other person. There's a very heavy cheating energy there, that, so it's like, we stay together. I know you cheat, but you give me the emotional support, you give me the financial support, and you get your sex and your emotional support outside. Or maybe you, again, there's a love, but it's not a deep intimacy love. It's almost like a business partnership. And this is not, again, an ex energy, when it feels like a business partner. But when you have a relationship where the people are not sleeping together anymore, they're not intimate anymore, then what you have is a codependent relationship, because they're together because they're getting other needs met. So maybe they're running a house together. Maybe, again, it became codependent because they had children. Again, finances tied up. Again, just like responsibilities of having to deal with family and other things. It's just became the norm. It became comfortable. Having to change this is uncomfortable. And that is really why this person really thinks that they're not over their ex, because in a way they're not. So they're confused because they're like, I don't love this person because I always want to be with you, Cancer. However, this person is making me believe that this is just what a relationship is, but I feel like intuitively I know more. So your person is getting a lot. I have lost faith in you and cannot see a future with you anymore. So I really feel like that's because it's, again, in the more that they're around this person, the more that they feel that. But understand what person thinks and feels in the moment can change due to again, what might happen in their life. But I feel like right now the person is like, I'm starting to lose faith because you're not chasing after me. I'm not seeing anything from you. But I feel like this person isn't giving you anything to do that. But irony, when people need healing, there's this sense of, I can't show my emotions, but I'm expecting you to chase me. I have feelings for you, you should know that, because we have a spiritual connection. It's like I might have an ESP connection to you, meaning a heart and mind connection, like I can feel your essence, but I don't know what you want. And maybe that also triggers my wounds of, maybe I have a hard time expressing myself and being vulnerable. So this becomes like this. I've lost my faith because we've been in a Mexican standstill now for a while. And I've been in this situation with this person, and I'm starting to feel like maybe that's where I belong. An external party is intruding on this relationship. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you. Like an external party is intruding on this relationship. And that's exactly what I feel, which is confusing your person, because they're like, I've lost my way. And I feel like the person that they're around is very overbearing energy, that's very manipulative, that and your person is very insecure from being with this person. And so for a long time, they've been unhappy. And the person that they're with is like, no, you're not unhappy. Like, this is just what relationships do. So your person goes out, sleeps with other people, and every few years there's like a big blow up. There was a big blow up that this relationship was supposed to end. And your person thought that, but then I feel like last minute cowered out. Last minute cowered out is the energy that I'm getting. I'm feeling confused. I don't know what I want. And I'm like, you can't make it up. It's like literally, and that's exactly what it is. The person is like, I've been living like this for so long. And that's what their person that's in their environment knows that they're very manipulative, that they're not going to fight. Will your person fight? I mean, because as far as right now, I don't see any movement. But do they plan on fighting? Or do they just plan on staying? Because I know some of you guys are going to want to know that. I want to know that. I'm curious. Like, you're just going to stay like that? Like, I mean, it's like Two of Cups. Then there's a lot of unconditional love between you and your person. So even though this person's confused, and that is the irony, and this is when we know we have a soulmate twin flame relationship, that the relationship is that twin flame. What do you think fire does? It transmutes negative energy, and the passion between a soulmate twin flame is the only thing that is going to heal and break this karmic connection with your person, because it's, again, they get confused, they need healing, and your person that's in their environment knows that. It has been with them for so long, they know every button to push. They'll wear them down. They will win at any cost, of manipulation, even though they know that this person isn't happy. Again, Queen of Pentacles, and because I believe that you do well, Cancer, they believe that they can create abundance with you. That right now the person that they're with is not a partner. I feel like they're the breadwinner. They make a lot of money, and so your person wants to stay there mainly for financial reasons. Likes what it looks like. It's, again, the status. Doesn't want to be seen as a failure. Likes to be seen as someone that, it's, again, all ego, no love. So at this point, because they know that the person doesn't love them, and they don't get emotionally what they need, because your person's running around sleeping and cheating on them before they actually met you. And so with you, there's, again, this unconditional love, and there's this confusion now because they've never been in there, but they do see independence. And the Queen of Cups, which right now is upside down. So I feel like Cancer, you're going to need some healing. That there's, with everything that's gone on, that you've taken the brunt of a lot of this because this person's been wrapped up with the other person. So if you're someone that's watching this video and you're like, I want to know about my person, hey, they do love, they do care. It's just they're not a strong person and they need a lot of healing and they're around the wrong person. And so they get gaslighted, they get confused. They get confused, and then in their mind, they're like, I know I made the right decision, but they know down deep inside that they didn't. And so, because Queen of Cups is love is transformational. And this person that's in their environment is preventing them from moving forward, is really preventing their transformation right now. And so that's a spiritual test for your person to really be able to stand up and break free from the karmic relationship of codependency and really bank on themselves. So let's see last minute reading. Last minute reading. Listen to me. Last few cards that I pull. These are with my Sybil deck. So we see threat. So it's again, here we go, threat. So this person, but for that again, like part of the reason why your person, like again, the person that's connected to your person has your person wrapped up is because they know that somebody is like that they're connected to someone, because your person's always daydreaming, is never really present. And so the threat is that they know that they're just going to run out and cheat, but they don't really love them. So they're trying to kind of like rekindle a dead relationship. And so they're threatened and they know that there's a threat outside. They again, because they're almost like, why are you with me? Like we went through this whole thing almost like to get a divorce, to get a separation. Why are you still here after this big blow up that we have? And because it's like, well, you manipulate me, you scare me. They don't see that. They assume, well, do you love me? They make in their own mind this craziness, like maybe you love me. No, the person's terrified that you're going to take half of everything, or they're terrified of, again, there's a threat of why your person's, again, also not leaving, which is confusing them. Like, is this better to live this way with the love of my life but to be poor, or to not be able to see my children for some of you? It's again, so there's a threat with that. And so and then there's deity, which is again the passion. Your person needs like the happiness. There's no happiness in their life, there's no passion, and really there's a threat to this person's passion the longer that they stay with an upside down Queen of Cups, because that queen is not giving them anything. They're taking, and they feel like it's owed to me. It's owed to me because of how you have treated me. You owe me, but the person doesn't love them. And really, I don't really feel like has loved them in a very long time. Like it grew out. It's again, rest. So it's again, like this relationship needs to be put to rest. So now when a person doesn't want to do that, we have to do it. And so the message here, the spiritual message is you have to love yourself first. You have to love yourself first. No one's going to come into your life and love you. And you have to love yourself enough to sometimes walk away from a relationship that you know that the person's going to hurt. But if you know that you're not giving them anything, then you should, then you give them an opportunity to find somebody else if you really care about them. You need to change your perception and the way that you look at this relationship. Like I said, Cancer, I don't know whether this is you that they're doing it to, that you're that person that a person is with that doesn't really want to be there. That's not really what I'm feeling, but maybe for some, or whether you're the person that's waiting on the sideline for your person to get unconfused about what they want because they're not strong enough to break free from this type of karmic relationship. You need to again realize that you can't chase a person to make them stronger, that they need to do it just the same way as a person won't change like if you love them so much, they're not going to change. But if they love you so much, they will change. Like you can't make a person change due to how much you love them, is what I'm getting at. And a lot of times we feel like we can change a person. This person is weak. This person needs healing. And this person actually knows that they need healing because they're saying, I am confused. An external party is influencing. I am not over my ex because they're confused. They don't really know. I am focused on myself right now because I need healing, because they know that something's off. Because it's again, this is really a healing type scenario that we have here of codependence, and how after a while there's so many different emotions wrapped up in codependency and with a karmic mate, with someone that has taught us lessons, but we've been in a relationship for a long time with. It's again, and that's what this story is. So I'm going to leave this here. If you resonate, Cancer, let me know. I love it when you guys comment and like, share, subscribe. And again, because soon I'm going to have my live streams, and I'd like to be interactive with you all. And I'd like to have a little bit of a relationship with you guys before I start to do live streams. So until next time, be true to you, love yourself. The kingdom of God's inside of you. Remember that you teach people the way you want to be treated by how you're treating yourself. And that, I believe, is what happened to your person, Cancer. Your person didn't teach that person how they wanted to be treated. They just treated themselves however. And maybe, again, the relationship was very passionate in the beginning and went too fast. Whatever it was, we are that person that will teach and command unconsciously how we want to be treated. Bye for now.